Have you ever wondered if something as simple as your breath could unlock ancient wisdom, heal your body, and even awaken dormant parts of your spirit? It may sound impossible, but for thousands of years, mystics, monks, and mystery schools have guarded one of the most powerful tools for transformation. Not a device, not a drug, but the breath. This isn't the kind of breathing you do unconsciously. This is sacred breathwork, a practice so potent it was hidden behind temples, passed in whispers, and protected by those who understood that with great power comes great inner responsibility. So why has no one told you about this until now? Because once you understand it, your life will never be the same again. Stick around, because in the next few minutes, we're diving deep into the ancient roots, secret science, and mystical power behind the sacred breath, and how you can begin to use it. Satikiten, starting today. But before we continue, if you're someone who craves lost wisdom, ancient energy practices, and the secrets they never taught you in school, then subscribe and join a community that's remembering what the world tried to make us forget. Let's begin. The ancient origins of breathwork in almost every ancient civilization, from the Himalayas to the Nile. The breath was not merely a biological function, it was sacred. In Sanskrit, the word prana means both breath and life force. In ancient China, it was called qi. In Egypt, Ankh wasn't just a symbol of life. It was connected to the divine breath of Ra. And in the early mystery schools of Greece, breath was the divine bridge between the mortal and the immortal. These ancient initiates didn't just breathe to survive, they breathed to awaken, because they knew something we've forgotten. The breath is the key to unlocking the soul. Why breathe holds the key to consciousness. Think about it. The breath is the only bodily function that happens both automatically and voluntarily. You don't have to think to breathe, but you can, which means it's the gateway between the unconscious and the conscious mind. When you change the breath, you change the brain, you change the body, and you change the reality you're experiencing. Neuroscience now confirms that conscious breathwork can regulate the nervous system, activate the vagus nerve, and induce altered states of consciousness, similar to deep meditation or even psychedelics. This is why so many ancient initiations began with breath, because through the breath, you could enter the invisible realms. Sacred breath, as spiritual technology mystics have long said, the breath is the vehicle of the soul. When you breathe consciously, slowly, rhythmically, you begin to quiet the mind. And when the mind becomes still, tipo and no, the veil begins to lift. Breathwork is the original spiritual technology, older than any mantra, temple, or written word. In ancient Tibet, monks practiced Tummo breath to awaken inner fire. In Egypt, initiates used rhythmic breathing to enter trance-like states and commune with divine beings. And in India, yogis developed entire systems of breath control, pranayama, to purify the subtle energy channels and access higher states of awareness. These weren't just relaxation techniques. They were doorways to other dimensions. The physical and energetic science of breathwork modern science is finally catching up. Studies show breathwork reduces cortisol, boosts serotonin, and activates the parasympathetic nervous system. But beyond that, breath alters brainwave states. Certain patterns of breath, like box breathing, Wim Hof, or conscious connected breathing, can shift the brain into alpha and theta states, unlocking creativity, memory, and even suppressed emotions. But the ancients weren't just talking about biology, they were mapping energy. When you breathe deeply, rhythmically, and with intention, you move prana, chi, or life force energy through the nadis or meridians, the energetic highways of the body. And when this energy flows freely, blockages, physical, emotional, and spiritual, begin to dissolve. The mystery school. Secret. Breath as initiation. The ancient mystery schools taught that the breath is the first step in inner alchemy. Before you could unlock the pineal gland, before you could awaken the kundalini, you had to master the breath, because breath governs vibration, and vibration is the key to creation. Hermetic teachings echo this. As above, so below. As within, so without. Master your breath, and you begin to master your inner universe. Master your inner universe. And reality bends to your vibration. Practice this sacred breathwork daily. So how can you begin unlocking this secret power for yourself? Here is a simple, sacred breathwork ritual. You can begin today. Sit or lie down comfortably, spine straight, shoulders relaxed. Close your eyes. Inhale slowly through the nose for 4 counts. Imagine pulling light or golden energy into your body. Hold the breath for 7 counts. In this stillness, visualize the energy circulating through your heart. Exhale softly through the mouth for 8 counts. Release all tension, all thoughts, like exhaling shadows from the body. Repeat for 10 minutes. Let thoughts drift like clouds. Focus only on the rhythm. This simple practice calms the nervous system, clears the mind, and awakens the dormant energy lying just beneath the surface. Do this daily, and you'll begin to notice something. You start feeling lighter, more present, more alive, and that's not a coincidence. That's what happens when you begin to remember what you truly are, not just flesh and blood, but energy, moved by breath and anchored by consciousness. What? They never told you about your own power. You were never meant to be anxious. Distracted or disempowered. You were meant to live in tune with the universe. And the key was always with you, your breath. So the next time life feels overwhelming, pause, breathe, and remember, within your breath lies divine intelligence. Within your breath lies the blueprint of the cosmos, and within your breath lies you. If you found this message resonating deep within your soul, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's ready to remember, because we're not just reclaiming knowledge, we're awakening the ancient within.